What's going on, boys? Just hit a nice leg workout, and before I even start this video, I need to show you this message. Just finished a session with one of my clients, Federico. I told him, come to the gym, I'm hitting legs. So, done that. He sent me a message, thanks man, you always inspire me to go harder. I said, my fucking brother, because do you know what? Sometimes we need to kick up the arse. Sometimes we need a wake-up call. And I needed a wake-up call, believe it or not, because I was asleep for a long time until somebody put me in my place. Somebody lit the fire. And that's exactly what you need. You need to wake the fuck up and realize where you are right now. Because if I don't tell you, no one's gonna tell you. Because right now, on social media, people are preaching about, how to do a bench press. And people are showing you how to do a bicep curl and how to get the most maximum gains. And that's fucking great. But if you can't even get yourself to the gym, if you can't even get yourself eating good, staying disciplined and staying consistent, then none of that fucking matters. These intricate details that a lot of people talk about with how to build your chest or how to build your biceps or how to get the best shoulders, it's all irrelevant if you can't fucking get to the gym anyway. So you need a wake-up call. You need someone to tell you flat out that you are failing yourself. You are not fulfilling your potential. You are showing to yourself every day what you are not capable of. And this is not good for your confidence. This is not good for your future. This is not good for your state of mind. You need to be the best version of yourself, and that means waking up every day and fighting to become 1% better. Going to the gym, eating well, looking after your body, looking after your health, looking after your mental. That's what getting 1% better every single day is about. People think, I just landed here, I've got a nice physique, and I woke up one day and I look good. Nah, this is every fucking day, putting the work in just to get 1% better. It's 2025 now, yeah? What's the date today? Saturday, 25th of October, the time is exactly 11 p.m. 2025. Back in 2021 to 2023, I was living in Israel and I was working out 6 days a week. But during this time, all I wanted to do was be shredded. I wanted to be able to walk down to the beach. I wanted to have a six-pack and I wanted to be lean, because when you're without a top for most of the time, you don't want that extra fat hanging about. So that's exactly what I did. I was in a calorie deficit, and for most of the time that I was living out there, I was just focusing on losing weight. I did build muscle and I did gain some strength and I built a good base, but I didn't look like a man. I looked like a boy, although I didn't know that at the time, because I was working out in the apartment block when I was by myself the whole time. I was floor number 9, I'd get the lift, or even walk down to floor number 1, spend 2 hours in the gym, work like a fucking donkey with my top off, no one was there. I'd look in the mirror, I'd look lean, athletic, and I loved what I saw. But looking back, I was a boy. And there was one time, so I flew back to England in 2023, mid-2023. And then I joined Pure Gym in Edgware, where I am right now. And PT's all great over there. One specific guy, fucking hilarious guy, always joking, always laughing. He comes up to me, I remember exactly where I was standing. It was right next to the chest machine fly. And he goes to me, bruv, some guy come up to me in the gym. This is literally how he talks. Some guy come up to me in the gym. He says, do you see that new PT? Does he even work out? He's got no gains. His body looks dead. And, I was laughing and he was laughing, but that one fucking hit home. That one lit the fire, because from that day, I realized, holy shit, maybe I'm not as hench as I look. Maybe I don't have as much muscle as I think I do. And you know what? When you walk into a commercial gym, you actually look around you and realize, holy shit, these guys have a lot more muscle than me. These guys are lifting fucking double the amount of weight as me, triple the amount of weight, and they're my height. So I know I've got to get to work. And that's exactly what I fucking did. Since then, I've been on a cut, I've been on a bulk, I've gone through phases, back to back to back to back to get to where I am now. I've put on 5 to 10 kilo of pure muscle going through these phases. And now, when I walk into the gym, I've got the same PT. You know, I walk in and he tells me, fucking hell, you filled in, bro. You're looking good, bro. And I've got the other PTs also telling me the same thing. Because, and I'm not saying because, but the only reason why I decided to fix up, started eating more, started training harder, and actually started to focus in on building a lot more strength and a lot more size was because my man called me out. He called me out and that fucking hit home. And if there's one takeaway I need you to get from this video, is to be called out. Because nobody's gonna fucking tell you. Because everyone around you is either too kind or they just don't give a fuck about you. So nobody's gonna tell you that you need to get in the gym. Nobody's gonna tell you what it's gonna do for your confidence. Back then, I would not have taken my top off in front of everyone. Right fucking now, I'll do that comfortably. And people will say to me, you got one of the best physiques in the gym. That's only because I put my head down and I went to fucking work. And you know how much confidence that gives me? I was always a pretty confident guy. I don't want to be, you know, out here chatting shit and saying that I never had confidence growing up. That's not true. But when he told me that I have no muscle and I look like shit and I look like I've never trained before, believe you me, that lit fire. And it was that fire that got me to where I am today. Since then, I've been training good, I've been eating good, I've been feeling fucking amazing. You know, I'll take my top off anywhere I go, comfortably, with confidence. And that's the kind of feeling I want you to have. I want you to be able to take your top off anywhere you want. And that's what you want as well. You cannot tell me that that's not what you want. I will not fucking believe that. Not for 1 second. How many times have you looked in the mirror and stopped looking in the mirror because you were embarrassed, or you were sad, or you were pissed off? Use that anger. Use it to get yourself to the gym. Use it to motivate you. You need to run away from that bullshit and become the man you're destined to be. Become someone who works on themselves every single day. Like I mentioned before, it's about 1% better every single day. And the thing is, this is the thing, right? I had no idea what I was doing growing up. I had no idea that you had to eat more to gain muscle. I had no idea that you had to train regularly using progressive overload. I had no idea the effects of a cold shower in the morning before I ever took one. I don't take cold showers for the health benefits. I take cold showers for the fucking mind benefits. Because at the end of the day, there's one thing building muscle, but there's also one thing strengthening your mind. If control is what you want over your life, if power is what you want over your life, then working on yourself physically helps with that. You know, get into a cold shower when you fucking don't want to. This morning, this very morning, I switched it on. It's freezing cold right now. It's so cold. And I'm watching the water come out. And I'm just thinking, fuck me, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it. And then boom, I just fucking walk in because there's no other way to do it. There's no other way to do it. And I said to myself repeatedly, I'm going to be successful. I'm going to be successful. If you can just get through this, I'm going to be successful. And this trains your mind to practice discipline, to do the things you don't want to do. Because right now, where I am in my life, I'm fine to go to the gym. I'll go every single day. That's no problem. But I've earned this right. You know, for you and for where I was when I started, you wouldn't find me in the gym. No way. You would have to force me to go to the gym. Even when you forced me, I still wouldn't go. You know, because, you know, life is happening and I want to see my mates, I want to do this, I want to get fucked up, I want to get drunk. And, you know, that's a place where you have to start practicing discipline. And you practice discipline by having a cold shower. You practice discipline by going to the gym even when you don't want to. So cold shower is one thing. Now, every single solitary day, you need to make sure that everything you do aligns with your goals. But you know what? Forget about that side of things, because you could literally go on my page today, you could go through all of my shit, and if you really gave a fuck, within 6 months, you would look like a different fucking man. But most of you are not going to do that. Most of you are going to watch this video, use it as motivation porn, and then forget that it ever fucking happened. But I just want one person to listen to this video. I just want one person to hear me out and actually feel what I'm saying. Because from the day that I started going to the gym to right now, I can tell you that my life has improved 10 fucking X. There was a time in my life where I had zero direction. There was a time in my life where I had zero goals, zero plan for what I'm going to do when I grow up. But the shit you learn from working on your body, on your physical health, translates to your mental health, makes your mindset stronger. You don't want to look like shit. You don't want to feel like shit. You want to be accountable for your actions. So start fucking acting like it. What kind of man do you want to be? Do you want to be a man who, when their girlfriend or their wife gets sad, you're not able to help or guide or listen or respect? Of course you don't want to be that man. You want to be someone who, when your girl is sad and your girl is, going through some shit, you're able to listen calmly. You're able to give advice if she wants it. You're able to guide her spiritually. But it all starts with the body. It all starts with getting in the gym. The gym isn't just somewhere where you build muscle. The gym is somewhere where you forge the discipline in order to build shit outside of the gym, to build wealth, to build a family, to build a future. You learn all about getting rid of the fucking instant gratification. Get rid of instant gratification. You learn that shit takes time. You learn about patience. These are traits that you need in your life. Nothing is smooth sailing. Relationship is not smooth sailing. If you have a business, it's not smooth sailing. If you have a family, it's never going to be smooth sailing. I don't know if you listen to J. Cole, but one of his songs with Joey Badass, he goes, life happens in tides. 1 minute you're low, next minute you're high. Something like that. And that symbolizes the fact that shit is going to change every single fucking day. Nothing is just like that. Nothing is smooth sailing, just linear, just moving in one direction. But the traits you learn from working on yourself, the resilience you get from pushing yourself at the gym, the discipline you get from showing up when you don't want to, from eating the right fucking foods. I went to lunch today with my best mate who I haven't seen in 15 fucking months. Why haven't I seen him in 15 months? Because I've fucking put my head down and I'm working towards my dreams and getting the fucking goal and the outcome that I want. But when I saw him today, we went out for brunch and I'm on 1,300 calories a day because I'm getting shredded right now. I'm getting absolutely shredded. You know, because you've been watching my videos, and when I decided that I was going to get shredded, I fucking made a video and I posted that. If you've been following my journey. And I went out for breakfast or brunch, whatever you want to call it, and I said to him, look bro, I'm on a diet. He's not judging, of course, he gets it. And I had salmon, eggs, avocado, spinach, and a sourdough toast. And what I did was I made sure to take a picture so I could get the calories after with ChatGPT. And the remainder of the calories, I made it fucking work that I would have 1,300 calories today and 170 grams of protein, because that's what I've been doing every single day since I've been back from Greece, and I've lost 2.5 kilos in about 8 or 9 days. That's fucking discipline right there. Because most of you are gonna go out for brunch with your best mate Even if you saw him last week and you went out for brunch last week and your diet's gonna go out the fucking window because you don't give a shit. You have no discipline. You think me eating, a small portion and taking a picture affected my lunch, affected the time I had with my best mate? Fuck no. We had a fantastic time. We were there for an hour and a half, even 2 hours maybe, talking non-stop, having a great time. That's what I was there for. I wasn't there to fucking stuff my face. I'm on a mission right now, and the mission is lose fat, get shredded. And that's exactly what I'm doing. But most of you can't do that. You can't stick to your shit. You'll get on a diet and 2 weeks later you'll fall off. You'll go to the gym and 1 month later you fall off. Then you look in the mirror and you look like shit, and so you feel like shit. It's time to take some fucking discipline over your life. Take some accountability of where you are. Stop blaming everyone else for where you are. The amount of fucking blame I put out into the universe. Why don't you actually just look in the mirror and say, you're the fucking problem. It's time to fix the fuck up. Why don't you do that? Because that's the only way you're actually going to improve in life. No one gives a fuck about you. No one fucking cares. Nobody's coming to save you. You need to save yourself. You need to get in the gym tomorrow. Don't give a fuck what day it is. You need to make it work. Just like my man at the gym told me, brother, you're looking like you don't fucking work out, and fucking that hurt. I want this to fucking hurt. I want you to feel exactly what I feel, so you went through exactly what I went through and started working on yourself. Yes, I was working on myself prior. I was. But I wasn't doing the right things. I wasn't eating as well as I could. I wasn't training as well as I could. There's always room for improvement, and that's why I say 1% better every single day. It's time to fix up, guys. It's time to take accountability of where you are. Stop blaming other people. Take responsibility and do something about the way you look, the way you feel. Take control over your life. Wouldn't it be fantastic if you fucking had control? Your alarm goes off in the morning, you don't want to wake up, snooze that shit. You say you're going to eat fucking high protein today. End of the day, you end up on 50 grams of protein. Grow the fuck up. You can't fucking even hit the protein target. You can't go to the gym 3 days a week. How else are you going to do anything in your life? If you can't control those habits, if you can't control getting yourself to the gym, if you can't control what goes inside of your fucking mouth, how are you going to control anything else? And nobody likes that I'm fucking talking with passion. Nobody likes that I'm talking from the soul, from the heart, because they know I'm fucking right. And they're going to be pissed off watching this. But you know what? I don't give a fuck. I'm going to tell you exactly how it is. The reason why you look like shit is because of you. And it's time you fucking fix up. Use that fire that you feel right now and use it to go to the gym tomorrow. Use it to start. Look at the rest of my videos. I'm not even saying to sign up with me. Someone asked me the other day in the gym, in Tesco even, they're like, I don't get this whole, online stuff. Like, how do you trust someone online? Don't trust me. I'm not asking for you to trust me. If you want, look at the rest of my fucking shit. Look at my profile, look at my past videos, listen to the words I'm saying, listen to my stories, get to know me. Don't just fucking watch one video and sign up. You need to be sure about what you want. And so, I'm not asking you to trust me, but if you're looking for help, if you're looking for guidance, don't just give in straight away. Maybe even try and figure it out yourself first. So many times in my life, there have been mentors that I've wanted to sign up with, but they made content. And so what did I do? I watched the content, I watched the content, I watched the content, and then I start executing on the content. The guidance is there, but the guidance is there if you really fucking need it and you can't do it yourself. I know for a fact that you can do it yourself. There's been plenty of times where I've eventually signed up with a mentor after I've seen the benefits, you know, so much free value given out that I've used so much of it and it's helped me in areas of my life. So I was like, do you know what, if this is the free shit that I'm getting, imagine when I actually pay him. And my life has improved. Of course, when you have someone who's been in your position and who's gone through the shit that you've gone through, of course they're able to help you. It's a fucking no-brainer. But you can do this yourself. All you gotta do is put your head down, come up with a plan, and fucking get to work. You need a protein target, you need a calorie target, you need a training program, and you just need to stay consistent. That's it. You have so much information out there. You have my videos, you have ChatGPT. You have everyone online you can fucking go to for the information. Information is fucking free. It's free. But you need to fucking put your head down and do the work. Otherwise, you're just gonna look like shit for the rest of your life. I assume most of you watching this are in your 20s. What's gonna happen when you're 40 years old? Use the time that you have right now. Use your youth. Take advantage of where you are. The last thing you want to do is look back and think, fuck me, I could have started so much earlier. Because everything I do in life, I think that. I'm still lucky I've got time on my side, and so do you. My connection with God, I wish I started earlier. Building my physique, I wish I started earlier. Educating myself, I wish I started earlier. So many things that you are capable to do right now, but you're gonna wait 20 years before you start, and then you say, I wish I started earlier. Now's the fucking time to start. Stop wasting your youth and get to fucking work. If you don't have the time right now, you're never gonna have the fucking time. You have the least amount of responsibilities that you're ever gonna have in this very moment right here. So you need to get to work. That's what I'm gonna say. I hope I've pissed you off. I hope I've upset you. I hope I've strung a nerve. Because some of you fucking need it. I know I did. I know I needed it. And you need it. So I hope you enjoyed that. Tell a lie. I hope, like I said before, that upset you. I hope that really hit a nerve. And I hope from tomorrow, you actually start sorting your fucking shit out, get into the gym, start focusing on your nutrition, and get to work, brother. Listen to what I'm saying, get to fucking work. Be the man who's confident to take his top off anywhere he goes. Be the man to walk through a room and people think, fucking hell, this guy looks after himself. This guy looks good. This guy's got discipline. This guy this guy cares about his health, his mental, his physical, his future, his family, his children. You want to be able to lead, you want to be able to look after and raise a whole family? Start by looking after yourself, brother. Because if you know my past, I was fucking sad. I was depressed. I wasn't looking after myself. And someone asked me one time, they said, are you looking for a girlfriend? I said, nah, I can't even look after myself right now. How the fuck am I gonna look after a whole nother human being? Don't be that guy, man. Fix up, get to work. And if you need, I'm always here. We're always here to help. DM me, Instagram, book a fucking call with me if you want. If you see the value in what I bring. Give you everything. The discipline, the motivation, the systems, the strategies, everything to fucking get you there. And the beauty is, because I've been through it, because I've gone through so many fucking failures on this journey, what I did for me in 3 years, I can do for you in a quarter of the time. That's the fucking best part about it. But I'm not saying you can't do it yourself. It might take a little bit longer. It might take double, triple the time because you have to go through the failures on your own. But you can fucking do it. 1% better every single day. That's what I'm on today, boys. I think it's a short one. I don't really know what time it is, but listen, let's get to fucking work. Let's do this, boys. I'll see you in the next video. Love.